since 1978. But that means we're creative kids, right? Because all of us came to the masjid, right? We found some way to play, right? But now, inshallah, we just have to work through with our architect to make sure our site plan for Ibrahim Kamaldeen Community Center is exactly where it needs to be, with all of the, taking into consideration the impact that it has on the city, if we have to do a retention pond and all that, so we don't put the playground in the wrong place. So that's the hold up. But once we sit down with the architect and we make sure we know exactly where, we have conceptual drawings of where Ibrahim Kamaldeen Community Center is, but when the rubber meets the road is different. So right now, Imam Farouk is working to replat the land with Diop to replat the land. Once we replat the land, then it's going to be easier for us to know exactly where to put the building, what the impact is on the city, the impact fees and all that. Then we'll know where to put the playground. Yes. Uh-huh.
You don't need one. You got what you call a detention index. They're oversized boxes that goes underground that will still hold water. And then you got what you call a restrictor that will let so much water into the city system. In fact, they did this at Imam Kazim Khan. They put a detention underground.
Okay.
So you still have something on top of it.
Now we have that. We have a flood system here. You know those big grates in the back? That was.
But these are bigger. These are like 60.
I got you. But you know those big grates in the back? When the civil engineer came in and did that, he did that in lieu of a retention pond because we have a system. So that's why we're working with the engineers. And the one we're working with, Gibbs, he knows the city very well. He knows all that. So I'm going to mention to him that when we sit down as part of the shura, that I'm just going to remind him, if he haven't thought of that option, that we can think of that option. But once all that's done, we'll break ground, inshallah, on the playground. We still have to raise a little bit more to break ground on Ibrahim Kamaldeen Community Center. Right? Since 2008, we never broke ground and just left a hole in the ground. Every time we broke ground, we put something up. Right? So that's why we're just holding off just a little bit longer to break ground on Ibrahim Kamaldeen Community Center. So it won't be one of those break grounds. But we haven't had one of those, mashallah, in the last 10 years, where we just break ground just to dig a hole in the ground and hope that something will come up, inshallah. So we'll break ground on the playground, inshallah. We'll build the playground. And in there will be a plan for basketball and all that. You know, we'll talk with the engineer about seeing how we can use our parking that we already have and things like that to incorporate that, make it more functional, whatever else we need to add. So then, inshallah, we'll build the playground. Then when we build Ibrahim Kamaldeen Community Center, realize the outside playground is not the end of the goal. Because when it's August and we're here at 1 o'clock, the children, that outside might be too hot. So once we build Ibrahim Kamaldeen Community Center, then we want to build an indoor activity center for our children. So we can actually, for one of the first times in our history, we've always had classes, we always had an emphasis on the youth, but we've never really had a space that was large, that was particularly dedicated to them. So inshallah, once we get Ibrahim Kamaldeen Community Center up, which most of that will be dedicated toward the youth too, then we'll come for the younger youth and we'll look at doing an indoor play system so that we can accommodate their needs, inshallah. And then we'll keep moving. As you know, we're always looking for property. Somebody keeps telling me we need to buy that house across the street. Yes, inshallah, we do need to buy that house across the street. So our real estate people put together a proposal for us and present it to us on how we can get it. If we got business people that want to go and just take care of it and donate to the masjid, then do that, inshallah. So we'll keep growing. It's good to see you all. I'm sorry I wasn't here on Eid. I was moving. I'm still moving. I'm not finished yet, mashallah. I just finished unloading one truck this morning. So, but alhamdulillah, God is kind and merciful. Peace. Assalamu alaikum.